Definitely. Moving on now to Matt Ryan's Falcons. Travelled to Tom Brady's Buccaneers. I believe this is one of your games, Adam. Yeah. You're obviously a massive fan of Tom Brady, and I think he put on a show against the Falcons, didn't he?
Honestly, I think I've read it somewhere that I can't remember who said it, but someone said he will literally go on till he's about 65. The man just doesn't age anymore. He's getting better with age almost. And this matchup was always going to be one-sided, as I say. History shows that with Tom Brady against the Atlanta Falcons being 8-0, and now he's 9-0 as they won this one, a massive 48-25. To be fair to Atlanta, though, Brad, they did worry the Bucks. But I think that what this done, that them getting close, just angered the Bucks, and fourth quarter became a no contest. Of course, as they in this period where it was a bit backwards and forwards, obviously Brady finding the Gronk early on, and then finding Mike Evans early on. The Falcons kept themselves in the game when Matt Ryan finally using wide receiver one, Calvin Ridley, then had a good understanding with Cordero Patterson, and then at one point it was 28-25. To the Bucks. So although the Bucks were still leading, momentum was with Atlanta, but the combination of their defense just not being able to consistently keep Tom Brady quiet and Matt Ryan throwing 3 interceptions on the day, it just in the end it just wasn't close. It's in the NFL, like any sport where they're long games, 4 quarters, you simply have to you have to put in good performances every single quarter. You can't just go, we were brilliant in 3 quarters, let's just ease off now. You've got to be at it, especially in the fourth quarter. And the Falcons, yet again, done a disappearing act. It must be Tom Brady in 4 quarters. They just can't handle. Look at Super Bowl 51 when they let a 25-point lead slip, as everyone famously knows in the NFL. And Brady, I say, there's just so many options he's got. And it was a combination of the 2 touchdowns, like I mentioned, Gronk and Evans again. Edwards, as I say, the defensive back, as I say, got a pick 6 of Matt Ryan, another wide receiver done Chris Godwin. This is why the Bucks are reigning Super Bowl champions. This is why they're going to be right up near the NFC side, at least again, is that they kill teams off. That a lot of teams would have been backwards and forwards in the final quarter, but the Bucks were just too good. They won the fourth quarter alone. 20-0, just pure domination, as say 2-0, which isn't a shock. It's a combination of the Bucks being a complete team already, and the Falcons being a shadow of that team that got to the Super Bowl, as I say, 5 years ago now.
Yeah. It's you mentioned Tom Brady getting better with age. Another one is Gronk as well. How fantastic was he? He's just so powerful in the center. No one can touch him. Constant touchdowns. It was the Falcons just sort of ghosted fourth quarter really. Bucks were in total control, and as you said, dominated that fourth quarter. And it was just easy for Tom Brady and these boys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. It's like we've mentioned so many times. It's like just on Gronkowski in particular. There's a big debate that will ramble on between who's better, him or Travis Kelce. It's like, yes, Travis Kelce will probably have better numbers than Gronk at the end of his career. He's got Patrick Mahomes who will constantly find him. But the difference is that the Gronk gives you an option where he can be quiet for a period, not do much from the point of view of receiving, then come up with a clutch play in the red zone, and his blocking is superb. There's a reason why Tom Brady was desperate for him to join Tampa Bay, even though the Gronk was in retirement. I mean, how many sports stars go into retirement and come out just as good? It just don't happen normally. But the Gronk kept himself in peak physical condition and was able to do that. And that, along with many other factors, is why the Buccaneers, short term, certainly are going to be a success.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Gronk coming out of retirement. It must be a Glazer effect because obviously with Manchester United as well, Paul Scholes came out and was still the passing person that he was. Moving on